When you think about life and contemplate the cosmos of the universe, do you ever consider who took the first breath? Or what? And what is breath exactly? Do we just breathe in air? Are we simply respirators? Or inspirators? And while we may not acknowledge it, we are actually breathing in the epic spirit of life itself. The source and power of our life force is being sustained by this vast space of energy that surrounds us at all times. So every time you inhale, if you can tap into the subtle breath, you'll feel the entire universe inhaling with and within you. And every time you exhale, the universe exhales in a delicious sigh with you. Ah, Earth. Everything breathes. Evolves. Cycles. Changes. Shifts. And you are no exception. Everything grows, blooms, withers, and passes. Appreciation for all of the stages of life allows us to be inspired and empowered by everything.
Love can begin.
There would be no experience of life without challenge, without something to push against.
Run through the fire, bang on the drum.
The heartbreaks, financial struggles, health challenges, emotional lessons, physical pains, breathe it all in, all of it, because all of it is for the love of you. So you can experience the effect of your light, the radiance of your soul, and the absolute invincible power of your love. Without something to overcome, something to break through, we'd just be bored. Our spirit needs to constantly learn to feel the strength of our love and to experience victory. It's time for you to spread your beautiful wings again and fly even higher. You already know that we're meant to take care of each other and our planet. And now's the time to be even more consistent with how we spread our love and our light, with understanding, patience, empathy, accepting that each of us has our own life mission to fulfill, and figure out, allowing life to guide us from within, so we can tap into our wisdom, our inner knowing, and continue to make the best choices for everyone. Because all of us are in process of remembering the truth. that we are life itself, that happiness is our natural state and birthright, that we are good, we are the love, the light, and the power. All over the world, people are awakening to their true calling, to serve one another, to help each other to live their best lives. And when used consciously and practiced regularly, the subtle power of your breath exponentially amplifies your ability to think creatively, problem solve, and inspire others to thrive so they can live the lives they were meant to live. And you, as occupational therapists and occupational therapist assistants, are leading the way and up-leveling people's lives day in and day out. You are the support and heartbeat for people around the world. People's lives and futures are in your hands every day. You breathe life into people. They depend on you to use your creativity to solve their problems in practically every area of their lives so they can reclaim meaning, purpose, and true independence. The truth is, not just anyone can do this. It takes a certain breed of human with a particular level of caring. Someone who has the willingness to carry a tremendous amount of responsibility with humility, love, and true strength. All occupational therapists and occupational therapist assistants have good hearts, great spirits, and you know how to do the right thing all the time. You are the unsung sheroes and heroes, the real freedom fighters. You see possibility in everyone. It's who you are. It's how you were built and how you've built yourself. You've paid your dues for years to be able to make what you do seem so effortless. And you do it all with a smile on your face and love in your heart. See, that's true divinity, and we thank you. It's the love you have for others and the pride you take in doing an excellent job that makes you so appreciated and invaluable. You've been behind the scenes making the world work. You've gone above and beyond. You've really outdone yourselves last year and this year. You've stepped up in crisis situations all over the world. You've worked long days and endless hours, week after week and month after month. The world might not know what you've sacrificed and accomplished, but we know. You know, and the people you serve know. Each of you has achieved greatness, spreading your light around our planet. Together, the OTs and OTAs rank as some of the highest serving individuals in the world. You are an elite force for good, doing magnificent things. Here are 3 inspiring stories from AOTA members that highlight unique ways in which you inspire independence and purpose in the people you serve.
Michael is a young, hardworking father who woke up one morning unable to move the right side of his body. He had suffered a stroke, and in that moment, he remembers feeling extremely hopeless. There's so much he never thought he would ever do again. But the OTs in rehab gave him something to hope for. They talked to him about driving and finding a specialist for adaptive equipment. After 6 months of hard work, he was ready to return to driving, and I was lucky enough to be his OT driving specialist. With his right arm and leg out of commission, I introduced him to a left foot accelerator and spinner knob, which he quickly learned to use and pass his medical driver's test. After passing his test, I asked him which was better, passing today or as a teenager. He paused and then with a big smile said, today. Today means so much more. Being able to drive means Michael can go home and live by himself. It means he can be a dad in every way he wants to be, and it means independence and autonomy. I want to give a big shout out to the OT practitioners who give hope as part of their treatment. It makes a huge difference.
A special memory involved a patient and his daughter. When sedated, your connection is the family. His daughter shared stories, and together we set a goal to dance with her dad to BTS's Life Goes On. Daily occupational therapy sessions, and weeks later, with tears streaming down our faces, the daughter virtually watched her as her dad and I took first steps to their song. And this is why I am an occupational therapist.
What really feeds my soul are stories similar to Jordan. While the school system saw him as oppositional, I saw a sweet boy with unmet sensory needs. His mother, Joan, struggled to find a school environment that would first acknowledge his condition and then to support his uniqueness. She and I worked in tandem to explore his needs and pour into him. The occupational therapy holistic approach allowed me to look at the foundation of his behavior and the roots of his engagement with the world. My role wasn't simply to work on strengthening his body, but his spirit as well. The occupational therapy process does not stop at the client, yet expands into every aspect of their lives. No matter what I provided Jordan in our therapy sessions, his parents were key to helping him manifest his goals. Together, we identified opportunities beyond the school to within his environment and community. I recall how he responded to deep pressure input to his body. It allowed him to better connect and to feel safe. His mom discovered that ice hockey gear met that need, and surprisingly, he was really good and eventually became an excellent goalie. Now as an adult, Jordan is in the Army. Despite how others viewed him, the pipeline to prison, which is often the outcome for children like him, he is thriving. There was a time I focused on inspiring Jordan. Now, I am the one who is inspired.
And these are just 3 of the hundreds of thousands of true stories from the inspirational members of the occupational therapy community. Now just imagine with me for a moment, all of the people whose lives you've improved, the patients who live better lives because of your efforts. Consider for just a moment exactly how many people who have been transformed because you supported them to regain their independence, well-being, and joy of life. They would not have the function, freedom, and hope if it weren't for you and your continuous efforts. Isn't that true? I mean, feel that. Feel that truth in your bones, your muscles, your heart, your mind, your DNA, and your soul, because it is. Now multiply your efforts, your successes, and your patients' and clients' successes by 230,000, because that's the number of occupational therapy practitioners, educators, and students nationwide. Do you understand the scope and the impact of what you've accomplished on your own? Do you comprehend the magnitude of what you've achieved together? We do, and we acknowledge you. Listen, none of us knows what the future holds, but what we do know is that if we do it together with love, inspiration, and we remember to breathe consciously, we truly can create a world where everyone thrives.
Not about the storm, but how you dance with the rain. Don't beat yourself up, strive through your pain. Keep moving forward, don't be afraid of who you are. Anything is possible, so shine like a star.